नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा. Enunciating text 17, text 18 and text 19 of chapter 7. Further inquiries by Vidur of third canto of the status quo Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 17. यशच मूढतमो लोके यशच बुद्धेः परं गतः तावुभौ सुखमेधेते क्लिश्यत्यन्तरितो जनः. Both the lowest of fools and he who is transcendental to all intelligence enjoy happiness, whereas persons between them suffer the material pangs. The lowest of fools do not understand material miseries. They pass their lives merrily and do not inquire into the miseries of life. Such persons are almost on the level of the animals who, although in the eyes of superiors are always miserable in life, are unaware of material distresses. A hog's life is degraded in its standard of happiness, which entails living in a filthy place, engaging in sex enjoyment at every opportune moment, and laboring hard in a struggle for existence, but this is unknown to the hog. Similarly, human beings who are unaware of the miseries of material existence and are happy in sex life and hard labor are the lowest of fools. Yet because they have no sense of miseries, they supposedly enjoy so-called happiness. The other class of men, those who are liberated and are situated in the transcendental position above intelligence, are really happy and are called Paramhansas. But persons who are neither like hogs and dogs nor on the level of Paramhansas feel the material pangs, and for them, inquiry about the supreme truth is necessary. The Vedanta Sutra states, Athato Brahma Jidnyasa. Now one should inquire about Brahma. This inquiry is necessary for those who are between the Paramhansas and the fools who have forgotten the question of self-realization in the midst of life in sense gratification. Text 18. Artha bhavam vinishchitya pratitasyapi natmanaha tamachapi yusha macha charana sevayaham paranude. But my dear sir, I am obliged to you because now I can understand that this material manifestation is without substance, although it appears real. I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. The sufferings of the conditioned soul are superficial and have no intrinsic value, like the cutting off of one's head in a dream. Yet, although this statement is theoretically very true, it is very difficult for the common man or the neophyte on the transcendental path to realize practically. However, by serving the feet of great transcendentalists like Maitreya Muni and by constantly associating with them, one is enabled to give up the false idea that the soul suffers from material pangs. Text 19. Yata sevaya bhagvatah kutasthasya madhudvishah ratiraso bhavettivrah padayoravyasa nardanah. By serving the feet of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is the unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon and whose service vanquishes one's material distresses. The association of a bona fide spiritual master like the sage Maitreya can be of absolute help in achieving transcendental attachment for the direct service of the Lord. The Lord is the enemy of the Madhu demon, or in other words, he is the enemy of the sufferings of his pure devotees. The word Rati Raso is significant in this verse. Service to the Lord is rendered in different transcendental mellows, relationships neutral, active, friendly, parental, and nuptial. A living entity in the liberated position of transcendental service to the Lord becomes attracted to one of the given mentioned mellows, and one who is engaged in transcendental loving service to the Lord, one's service attachment in the material world is automatically vanquished. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 2.59, Rasa Varjam Raso Api Asya Param Drushtva Nivartate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.